Hello everyone, I'm Bitter and welcome to the cave. Today's subject, Ghost Army. Let's start out with what the Ghost Army is, or was rather. It was an American tactic and military unit dedicated strictly to distracting the German military in World War II. It, as far as we know, went no further than that. It was designed to use and require less men, cause less deaths, and be cheaper equipment-wise. So overall, it was just a really efficient way of distracting people. The Ghost Army started out as, and remained as far as we know, with the 23rd Headquarters Special Troops, known as Ghost Army. They had a shoulder insignia featuring a ghost, and they weren't allowed to wear it. They had a slogan that translates to, "Let's simulate those that do not exist," and "Those that exist should really be disguised." More than 1,000 soldiers, including experts in sound, communication, makeup, camouflage, theatrical set design, engineering, intelligence, and military tactics would take part in this unit. Inflatable tanks, trucks, and artillery, as well as flash canisters and pre-recorded sounds on loudspeakers, would be used to create these illusions, and real attacks would then be launched on other German positions now that some of their reinforcements are busy. These sites were hard to distinguish from above, which is the main source of recon in almost any situation, because you're too high up to see if it's not a real tank. And you're moving, so you may not be able to tell if the people on the ground, the balloons on the ground, are moving or not. The most important use of these ghost armies would take place 2 weeks after D-Day, in which, to save people who were escaping, they would cover as much land as possible, making their ghost armies as loud as possible, to draw artillery fire away from, well, people. Over time in World War II, ghost armies are estimated to have saved 30,000 lives, while having a rather low death rate themselves because they could, for the most part, set up the army and then leave. Would a ghost army work today? Well, yes, against a less developed country with minimal air force and outdated technology. So, to some extent in modern warfare, yes. But against an opponent with similar tech to our own, there's almost no hope that this would work. Real battle is in the air now, and while battle on the ground is absolutely a huge part of warfare, we can see in heat, so we will know through the smoke that those tanks aren't real. The heat just isn't there. And to add to that, to make it more realistic with our tanks there and artillery and such, we'd have to have planes flying around, and those we could not fake. And if we decided to try to fake it, we'd have planes up in the air and on the ground potentially help it out. Since the government declassified the Ghost Army, I highly doubt that they're still in use, but it's not like we'd be told. It's pretty secret stuff. It's also worth noting that to some extent, the tactics we learned with the Ghost Army in World War II were used in Vietnam. You know, not that it helped us much. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. Later.